Deviation down the leg side, comfortable enough, short and wide, very unlike the deliveries he bowled earlier. Allow Shahzad to open his account with the boundary.
Yeah, won't be happy with this. Won't be happy at all. Yes, it bounces, but it's down the leg side. A player of this sort of quality doesn't miss out.
He was a little tentative early on, particularly after being beaten by that delivery from Nasum, I think it was, but that leaves some of the nerves. Oh, that was that quicker than the last one, mixing up the speeds pretty well than Mikaran. Another one that hurried onto him, hurt Ahmad Shahzad.
Yeah, this is not nice at all. This is bounced. It's turned him around, and it's hit him on the forearm of the bottom hand. We hope he's all right, Ahmad Shahzad, but he will have lost the feeling in that right hand of his. And let's bear in mind, it's not 40 degrees out there. It's about 18 degrees. So anything that hits the body is even worse in this cold weather. Just bounces. Ouch. Right on that elbow.
Had to be the most unprotected part.
তাৎক্ষণিক আসলে বেশ তরুণ উদীয়মান এই ফেজিও খুলনা টাইগার্সের। ও নো, শেজাদ ঠিক তো হতে পারবেন? ঠিক কি হতে পারবেন? আহমেদ শেজাদের ইনজুরি, বলটা বলভেট ব্যাক রিডের ছিল, পঞ্চম বল, ইনসুইং একটা বল, ওই বলটা ডিফেন্স করতে গিয়েছিলেন, রক্ষণাত্মক ভঙ্গিতে খেলতে গিয়েছিলেন। ওই বলটা আসলে খেলতে গিয়ে বলটা টাচ করতে পারে না, ব্যাটের যে বলটা ঠিক বাম হাতের, দুঃখিত ডান হাতের কোনুই লেগে যায়। এই শীতের মধ্যে আসলে শরীরের মধ্যে এত স্পিডে 135-40 কিলোমিটার পার আওয়ার বলের গতি, এই টাইপের বল যখন আপনার হাতের মতো লেগে যাবে, শরীরের মতো লেগে যাবে, অবশ্যই একটু আগে আমরা খেয়াল করেছি যে বিষয়টা, যে একজন ফিল্ডার ছিলেন মুনিম শাহরিয়ার, তিনি একটা বল ধরতে গিয়ে হাতে চোট নিয়ে মাঠ ছেড়েছেন। ব্যথানাশক স্প্রে করা হচ্ছে আহমেদ শেজাদের কনুয়ের মধ্যে। অনুগ্রহপূর্বক সবাই লাইক বাটনে ক্লিক করে দেবে, যারা এখন লাইক বাটনে ক্লিক করে প্লিজ প্রেস দ্য লাইক আইকন। এদিকে আপনার খেয়াল করছি পলভেট ব্যাকরেড ওহাব রিয়াজরা রয়েছেন। তবে দেখেন বোলিং সেট আপটা আপনার খুলনা টাইগার্সের, আপনি জাস্ট অবাক হবেন বোলিং সেট আপে যারা যারা আছেন। ওহাব রিয়াজ বেশ এক্সপিরিয়েন্স একজন বোলার, পলভার ব্যাকরেড দারুণ বোলিং করছেন, স্পিনার দিক থেকে নাসুম আহমেদ,
suggesting don't look to hit boundaries, why not try to look to rotate the strike. That hasn't come, so you got to give credit to the bowlers.
ম্যাচটাকে বের করা যায় কিভাবে, বড় একটা আসলে মানে জুটি করতে যেন না পারে ব্যাটসম্যানরা, সেটা ভাঙা যায়, খুব দ্রুত উইকেটের পতন ঘটাতে হবে, সেরকম প্ল্যান পরিকল্পনা করছে। নেক্সট ব্যাটসম্যান কি মাঠে নামবেন?
অদম্য সর্বজয়া সেই মানুষটির নাম নারী। প্রতি মঙ্গলবার রাত 9টায় এবিসি রেডিওতে শুনবেন
লেডিজ অনলি, কেবলমাত্র নারীদের জন্য।
দেখতে চান বিপিএল এর গভর্নিং কাউন্সিলের চেয়ারম্যান শেখ সোহেল। অন্যদিকে বিপিএলকে ডিপিএল এর নিচু মানের বলায় হতাশ হয়েছেন সদস্য সচিব ইসমাইল হায়দার মল্লিক। কড়া কোনো সিদ্ধান্ত না নিয়ে সাকিব মাশরাফির বক্তব্যকে পরামর্শ হিসেবে নিচ্ছেন বিসিবি কর্তারা।
অবস্থা এর থেকে আমাদের ঢাকা প্রিমিয়ার লিগ মেবি আরো বেটার ওয়েতে হয়।
এখানে এসে যদি যে কেউ দেখে সেই বলবে যে একই মাঠে সবকিছু হচ্ছে, প্র্যাকটিস হচ্ছে, এটা হজবরল ব্যাপার, এটা বলতে পারে।
দেশের ক্রিকেটের সবচেয়ে বড় দুই বিজ্ঞাপন সাকিব মাশরাফি, তারা যখন দেশের সবচেয়ে বড় টি-20 আসন নিয়ে প্রশ্ন তোলেন তখন ঝড় ওঠেই। তাদের কথার উপর যে নির্ভর করে দেশের ক্রিকেটের ভাবমূর্তি। মাশরাফি বিসিবির চুক্তিতে নেই, তার এমন সমালোচনা নিয়ে মাথা ব্যথা নেই কর্তাদের। তবে সাকিব তো টি-20 ও টেস্ট দলের অধিনায়ক, তার মন্তব্যে হতাশ হতেই পারে বিসিবি।
এখানে আমরা তাদের ধন্যবাদ জানাই যে সে সিও হিসেবে আসতে চায়। নেক্সট ইয়ার সে সিও হিসেবে আসুক, এসে বিপিএলে আমাদের কাজ করুক, সাহায্য করুক।
আমি তো দেখি সাকিব প্রিমিয়ার ডিভিশনে অনেক খেলা খেলে না, কিন্তু আজ পর্যন্ত কোনো বিপিএল তো মিস দেয়নি। ওকে যদি আমি পাল্টা প্রশ্ন করি যে ও তো প্রিমিয়ার ডিভিশনের অনেক খেলা খেলে নেই, বলতেছে যে প্রিমিয়ার ডিভিশনের থেকে এটা আমাদের খারাপ, কিন্তু আমি তো দেখি যে বিপিএল এর কোনো এডিশনের কোনো খেলা ও বাদ দেয়নি।
আগের 8 আসরের থেকে এবার একটু কম জমকালো ভাবেই হচ্ছে বিপিএল। সীমাবদ্ধতা স্বীকার করে নিয়েছে আয়োজক কমিটি। বৈশ্বিক অর্থনৈতিক মন্দা যার বড় কারণ, তবে চারিদিক থেকে ধেয়ে আসা সমালোচনাগুলোকে পরামর্শ হিসেবে নিতে চান কর্তারা।
আমরা হোম অ্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ে কিভাবে করব? কাউকে যদি কেউ চায় দায়িত্ব, আমরা উই আর রেডি টু গিভ। যে আমাকে যদি নেক্সট ইয়ার থেকে হোম অ্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ে করি, হোম অ্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ে করতে গেলে আমাদের, আপনারা সবাই জানেন, 5 স্টার হোটেল লাগবে, এয়ারপোর্ট লাগবে 45 মিনিটসের ডিস্টেন্সে 5 স্টার হোটেল লাগবে। সো সব ভেন্যুতে তো আমাদের 7টা টিম খেলে। কুমিল্লাতে আমি 5 স্টার হোটেল পাবো কোথায়? কুমিল্লাতে আমি এয়ারপোর্ট পাবো কোথায়? বা রংপুরে আমি হোটেল এয়ারপোর্ট পাবো কোথায়? বা রংপুরে আমি একটা ভালো স্টেডিয়াম পাবো কোথায়?
বিপিএল আয়োজন করে লাভের খাতায় যোগ হয় না কিছুই। আর্থিকভাবে ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয় ফ্র্যাঞ্চাইজি ও বিসিবি। তারপরে ক্রিকেটারদের স্বার্থে বিপিএল আয়োজন করে যেতে চায় বিসিবি। মাজহারুল ইসলাম, ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট নিউজ।
OneXBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the OneXBet site right now.
প্রিয় দেশবাসী, নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন, এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে।
ঠিক হয়ে গেল भैया साहब स्कोर ले गए
16 without loss. They've lost a batter, but not through getting out, being dismissed. Just Nahidul Islam right arm off break. Okay, right, let's go and join Shamanoi here, someone with him.
BPL again, and whenever it's BPL, it's time for the Dhaka people and all over the country. People show up in numbers. It's no different again. They've shown up in a family this time. I've got Aisha and Samin with me. Ladies first. Aisha, is this your first time BPL from the ground?
No, I used to BPL match since 7 years. Dhaka is well played, and I enjoyed a lot. Hope Dhaka is the winner, and my favorite player is and Taskin. Srejat also my best player, and I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, just a bit unfortunate for Shehzad, but yeah, you've bowled brilliantly and seem to be in a good position. Over to, think you're in a comfortable position?
For this Dhaka, because they have Shomoy Monwara, they might do well, inshallah. The winner, inshallah.
So you're not thinking about losing a...
There might be no issue, might be.
Very, very confident. The weather's up along with the...
It's okay, no issue, because cricket is our emotion. We are enjoying, we are here to enjoy. So weather night might be not happening, any issue here.
So
everything okay with cricket, no issue.
Everything is cricket. I think that's the one. We are very emotional when it comes to cricket, and of course is a great occasion. Over to the com box.
Tramashoka here to open his account. He's the single wall. Mona Weera on 13. Going slow. 3.64 required run rate within control. Nahidul to continue this over.
Come boys.
See the mist now coming in further. It's getting very difficult to sight from up here. Might not give you the impression on the screen per se. Backs away, tries to find the gap. Half a stop allows the single.
Oh, we don't want another one going off, do we? Or is it just evening up things, one from each side?
Yeah, pass the hand into the top of the knee. Bit of a tumble. Well, just managed to stop it. It's cut away, and that's going to make its way to the boundary. Finish with a flourish. 5 overs done, 22 without loss.
Inside the line, it's been given. He's straight away gone upstairs. He's referred it. Pretty spontaneous.
And when a player does that, it suggests that he's hit it. He was 100% sure when he's running towards the umpire. Straight away, without any hesitation, took the review. He'll have to go through the process. Yes, he's way behind that white line, so he's absolutely fine, Nasum Ahmed. There might have been a bit of a gloves there too, and maybe also probably missing the stance. The umpire gave him out. So we'll have to wait and see where the ball ends up.
Well, judging on that replay, that can't be LBW for sure, because that didn't touch the pad. At least that's what I saw. Yeah, I just took the glove. Where did the ball eventually end up? Did it go into the hands of the wicket-keeper, or did it go past? That's the question we need to find out. There's no question of that being given LBW. It hit the glove, it didn't hit the pad, so it can never be LBW. Not even a question. I'm wondering what what really prompted the umpire to give that out? On what grounds?
What we see from up here is the slow motion. They don't get to see that in the slow motion. Umpire has a tough job to do, very tough job to do, and they can get it wrong at times. Human error. Well, they'll have to wait and see where did the ball ended up, because we think from up here it got a bit of a gloves.
Oh, human error is always possible, there's no doubt, but I was just trying to understand what the thinking behind that decision. Because if it didn't touch the pad, and if it wasn't taken by the keeper, then it can't be out, because it went off the glove. Right, so let's see. This is a split screen. Look at the first screen. I mean, no chance. I mean, no chance. Just hit the glove. Just hit the glove. The second frame is quite clear. The first frame didn't hit anything. Just hit the glove. It was not hitting the pad. Don't think it went to hand, so can't be out LBW. I think it was given LBW. This is another look. Clearly off the glove. Clearly off the glove. What was now, he's been given out. All right, interesting. But what is he given out for? Was he given out caught? So unless this is caught behind, that's what we need to find out. Right, there is some discussion. The umpires are having a chat too. Right, so there is some confusion. A breakdown in communication. I think he's told Sumusaka to stay. He's having a chat. He's consulting the third umpire. Oh, he's reversed his decision. It's not out. That's the right one. That is the right decision. Take another look. This is what happened. Right. Okay. No, so no catch at all. So there was no catch. It was an LBW appeal. It can't be out LBW because it went off the glove. Right.
Yeah, there was an opportunity to get, if he had caught it behind the stumps, then he was in business. And now, Tamim Iqbal not happy with the decision. Initially given out, then the umpire had to reverse his decision. And now this.
Well, I can see the point Tamim Iqbal is trying to make. He's trying to say he gave, it was referred out, and possibly asking how you changed it. What really made you change? Now that appears to be the conversation for sure. You referred it, you confirmed out, and how did you? Well, the Premier Bank Khulna Tigers will be wanting every inch because they're defending a small score. They need every possible wicket. And Sumusaka stood his ground and did the right thing.
डेड बॉल हो जाएगा ना, आउट किया, डेड हो गया।
Obviously, there has been confusion, a lot of noise. The umpires have to communicate, just find out what the decision was. So, all's well that ends well. Sanity prevails. Dhaka 26 without loss. But there was drama, but eventually it's the right result. Shumusaka and Dilshan Munavir are still batting together. It's a good comeback by Nazum. He's bowled 3 dot balls now.
It'll be interesting to see where or how. And now that's been hit away for a boundary. I'll come back to the point that I was trying to make. So boundary to finish the over. It's all happening at Maypur. Dhaka dominators, 30 without loss.
Let's one expert. Let's one expert. Take your turn. Let's one expert. Yes, it's right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one expert.
ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি যুক্ত নতুন রিন, যা আপনার আর আপনার কাপড়ে আনে নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা।
একটা জাতা অবস্থা,
এটা সব টিমকেই ভোগাবে, কারণ আপনি যদি টিম কম্বিনেশন টিম বন্ডিং এর হিসাব করেন, এটা এবছরে একটু প্রবলেম হবে।
যেমন খুশি তেমন সাজর বিপিএল, ট্রফিতেও যার ছোঁয়া লাগে নিয়ম করে। 9 আসরের ট্রফি দেখা গেছে 7 রকমের। কুমিল্লার শোকেসে 3টা শিরোপা, 3টাই দেখতে একদম আলাদা। ট্রফির মতোই নতুন নতুন সিজনে নতুন নতুন তিক্ত অভিজ্ঞতার মুখোমুখি হয়েছে কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্স। বিসিবির অপেশাদারিত্বে বিপিএল এর অন্যতম পেশাদার ফ্র্যাঞ্চাইজিটির এবার তাই দল কিনতেই ছিল চরম অনীহা, কিন্তু নাচতে নেমে তো আর ঘুমটা দেয়া চলে না। ডিফেন্ডিং চ্যাম্পিয়নদের ডেরা তাই তারকায় ঠাসা। মোহাম্মদ রিজওয়ান, শাহিন শাহ আফ্রিদি কিংবা দাভিদ মালানদের মতো বড় বড় নামের আড়ালে দুশ্চিন্তাও বড় ভিক্টোরিয়ান্সের, কারণ বিদেশি তারকারা ম্যাচ খেলবে হাতে গোনা।
একটা টিমে যখন আপনি 7-8 জন ফরেন প্লেয়ার ইনক্লুড হবে, আপনি 4টা প্লেয়ারকে খেলাবেন, সবার ভিতরে কিন্তু ফার্স্ট থেকে লাস্ট পর্যন্ত যখন খেলে তখন একটা টিম ইউনিটি তৈরি হয়, একটা ফ্যামিলির মতো হয়ে যায়। আর আমরা প্রথমেই টিমেই এক কথাটা বলি যে আমরা 1-1.5 মাস আমরা যারাই থাকবো না কেন, আমরা একটা ইউনিটি বা আমাদের একটা ফ্যামিলির মতো হয়। তো যখন বাইরের থেকে 2জন প্লেয়ার এসে খেলে 2টা ম্যাচ চলে যাবে, এটা আসলে ওইভাবে তাদের ওই কন্ট্রিবিউশনটা অতটা বেশি পাওয়া যায় না, বাট এবং তাদের ফিলিংসটা অত কাজ করে না। তা আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এটা ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। এটা সব টিমকেই ভোগাবে, কারণ আপনি যদি টিম কম্বিনেশন টিম বন্ডিং এর হিসাব করেন, এটা এবছরে একটু প্রবলেম হবে।
পুরো সিজনে 15 জনের মতো বিদেশি আসা যাওয়া করবে কুমিল্লার তাঁবুতে। ইমরুল জানেন দেশিদেরই জ্বলে উঠতে হবে। উইলোতে সেই মন্ত্রটাই হয়তো দিচ্ছিলেন। একই হাল বাকি দলগুলোরও, ভাগে ভাগে বিদেশিদের বিমান টিকিট আর পারিশ্রমিক গুনতে হবে। স্বাভাবিক খরচ বেড়ে দ্বিগুণের মতো হয়ে যাওয়ার শঙ্কা জেগেছে।
আমরা নামি দামি প্লেয়ারদেরকে হয়তো এবছর পাবো না, বাট
নবম আসরের সবে শুরু, যাত্রাতেই মাঠের চেয়ে মাঠের বাইরের ঘটনাই বেশি উত্তাপ ছড়াচ্ছে। 2 দিনে 2বার ম্যাচের সময় পরিবর্তন হয়েছে, সঙ্গে এই নেই ওই নেই রবও থেমে নেই। সাকিব তো আর এমনি এমনি চটেননি, জেনে শুনেই বলেছেন
রিচার্জে 1000 টাকা পর্যন্ত
of 6, so it will not bother Dhaka dominators. But if you have a defensive mindset, he has a fielder at long on at this stage of the game. What does that suggest? It's trying to defend the runs. They only require 81 runs in 79 deliveries. Yes, Tamim Iqbal is not the skipper, but he can still call the shots. He can talk to Yasir and say, okay, fine. We cannot be that defensive at this stage of the game. We need to pick up wickets. We haven't picked up a single wicket yet.
That's what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about. A bit of bounce and a bit of spongy bounce that time. Didn't really rush, but it got stuck in the pitch. Oh, the Khulna Tigers, I'll tell you. Wahab Riaz swinging down the leg side. Definite movement, there's no doubt about it. But the captain needs to support him. His line's wrong, that's for sure. This is the no ball they're talking about. How tight is that? That's very tight. Doesn't he have something behind the line? Well, it's a tight call, I'll tell you. It's a very tight call. I think he's got millimeters. But doesn't matter. It's been given as a no ball. The field can change because it's a left-hander on strike. But it is a free hit. Mid-wicket goes out. Square leg long on. And 2 men on the offside boundary. 40 without loss. Wahab Riaz is yet to bowl a legal delivery in the over. Already conceded 8 runs. We're talking about an experienced campaigner. Oh! I think it's cleared. It has. It's a very, very expensive no ball. 14 runs up to now, just one legal delivery. And Dhaka dominators just clearly dominating. Gone. That's taken. That's gone. That time it's out. Finally, a wicket.
One of the reasons why I wanted the seamers in the attack, he's lucky because it's gone to the slip, not to the slip, but to the keeper. Had it gone a little bit wider, he would have picked up a boundary. But that's exactly what the Premier Bank Khulna Tigers needed, a wicket. It's a low catch, very nicely taken by Azam. It was dying down, and it is a great catch in the end. So finally, Wahab Riaz sends back Shumo Shaka for 16. Dhaka 47 for 1.
এখন লাইফবয় শুধু ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষাই না, সাথে দেবে 300 টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ ফ্রি। প্রতিটি প্যাকের সাথে পাবেন রবি হেলথ প্লাসের সহযোগিতায় টাকা মূল্যের ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ একদম ফ্রি। একটা মিসড কল দিন এই নম্বরে, করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষা আর ফ্রিতে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ শুধু লাইফবয়।
Right, Mithun is the new batter. Dhaka's lost a wicket. It's a little bit too late. Not late, but they would have liked it earlier. The Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, there's still a lot of time, but we're talking about 67 of 76. You should be backing the batting side. Another look.
And just wanted to guide it towards the third man area and nicks it to the keeper. Good catch. He's a big fella, not easy for him to move around, but that is a very good catch. He comes back strongly. Only 2 deliveries. He's got a wicket. Again, really well bowled, and he's given away 14 runs. And that's the movement I'm talking about. It's coming back into the right-hander.
And they've also got the slip that we've been talking about. That the slip we felt is so important. Finally, in its right place now. They've still got 4 men outside the circle. They got 5 into the circle, including a slip. This is good. Shahjeel is at slip. Well, this time right on the money. Much better. Just starting around that off stump, bringing it back into the right-hander. Now Wahab Riaz will look to try and find the outside edge if he can.
Most of the time when a left-arm seamer is in the attack, and if there's a right-hander on strike, you'd see the left-arm seamer coming round the wicket to cut down on the angle. We haven't seen that from Wahab Riaz, still going over the wicket to the right-hander. So not a bad idea because he has a slip in place.
Oh, bowled. That's the one. That was the one I was talking about. What would be the next delivery? The outswinger, very good delivery. Just enough to beat the outside edge. The previous 2 deliveries came back, and that one just holding its line as it went through. No exaggerated movement, but just the angle. Very good comeback by Wahab Riaz. Oh, play and a miss. 14 off the over, but the last one.
বিপিএলের গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ম্যাচে আজ মুখোমুখি হয়েছে ঢাকা ডোমিনেটর্স বনাম খুলনা টাইগার্স। প্রথমে টসে জিতে বোলিং করার সিদ্ধান্ত নেয় ঢাকা। নির্ধারিত 20 ওভার শেষে খুলনা করে 113 রান। খুলনা করে 113 রান। খুলনা করে 113 রান।
Get him playing on the front foot if you're getting movement.
The seam, and especially Mikun, his very first over. Have a look at this, what he did. Back of the lens short, falling the batter again on the shorter side. Difficult. Every time they wanted to even square him up, that's the one that hit him. So he looked very dangerous. And if you see a bowler, a seamer doing that to the batter, why bring on a spinner? Because you know that you don't have too many runs to play with. Have another look. Yeah, with that single 50 comes up on the board. But it was difficult, wasn't it? That's Mikun's first over. Look at this delivery. That is a brilliant ball. And even Somu Shoka couldn't put bat to ball. And they still did not have any slip in place.
Also Mikun has the height. The length was right. Now the slip's gone. A single outside the off stump. Again, I don't like the length Mithun is trying to bowl because he's dragging the ball back. Both batters have looked to play him off the back foot or look to play horizontal shots rather than getting on the front foot. There is movement. You want to try and get the batter playing off the front foot most of the time. And he gets good shape away from the right-hander. That has to be close. That has to be close. That's the length I'm talking about. He went full. Munavira looking to hit it over mid-wicket. Caught in front.
Full and straight. That's the trick for Mohammad Saifuddin. That's exactly what Premier Bank Khulna Tigers would be hoping for. Got to keep on bowlers. Pitch it up and make sure it's straight. On the back leg. Dead. Gone for 22. Dhaka 51 for 2.
Let's one expert. Let's one expert. Play your job. Let's one expert. Yes, it's right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one expert. One expert. We are gonna win tonight.
আজকের খেলা সন্ধ্যা 6টা 30 মিনিটে ফরচুন বরিশাল বনাম সিলেট স্ট্রাইকার।
নাগরিক টেলিভিশন সম্পূর্ণ বিপিএল দেখাচ্ছে।
যখন মাঠের ক্রিকেট শুরু হয়ে যায় তখন কিন্তু একটা সিরিয়াস বিজনেস। ম্যাক্সিমাম ম্যাচ হবে মিরপুরে। রাইট প্রসপেক্ট তো নিশ্চিতভাবেই।
সেখানে ম্যাচের সংখ্যা বাড়ানো যেত না।
সবচেয়ে বড় বিপিএল নিয়ে ক্রিকবট দেখবেন বিপিএল এর প্রতি খেলার 30 মিনিট আগে। নিবেদনে এক্স সিরামিক গ্রুপ, সহ নিবেদনে রংপুর রাইডার্স।
ব্রঙ্কিওলাইটিসের ঝুঁকিতে সাধারণত 2 বছরের নিচে শিশুরা বেশি। 40-এর কাছাকাছি বয়স, ফার্টাইল তার এইজ, ফ্যাটি ওয়েমেন, তাদের কিন্তু এই পিত্তথলি পাথরের ঝুঁকিটা বেশি।
গরম পানি যেমন ব্যথা কমায়, ঠান্ডা পানির সেকেও কিন্তু ব্যথা কমায়।
কতদিন পর পর একজন ব্যক্তির স্কেলিং করা জরুরি। বছরে অন্তত 2 বার ডেন্টিস্টের কাছে আপনি চেকআপে যান। ব্যথা নাশক ওষুধ খাওয়ার একটি প্রবণতা রয়েছে আমাদের।
ব্যথার ওষুধটা সিলেক্ট করি একটা পার্সনের তার কিডনি স্ট্যাটাস, তার লিভার স্ট্যাটাস এগুলো কেমন আছে সেটা দেখে।
স্বাস্থ্য বিষয়ক অনুষ্ঠান দেহ ঘড়ি দেখবেন আজ সন্ধ্যা 5টা 30 মিনিটে।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম এন্ড ভেরি গুড ইভিনিং টু অল। প্রফেশনের পাশাপাশি কোনো কিছু নিয়েও কাজ করা উচিত কিনা?
আপনি যেটা ভালোবাসেন না সেটা আপনার করা উচিত না।
পারপাস জীবনে থাকা খুব জরুরি।
Why it is important to have a healthy life?
সুস্থতা ছাড়া
আমরা কেউ কোনো কাজে সফল হতে পারবো না।
স্থাপত্য কিন্তু শুধু ড্রয়িং না, এটা আমার স্মৃতি।
হাউ ডু ইউ টেক ইট অ্যাজ এ প্রফেশন অর প্যাশন?
অ্যাবসলিউটলি প্যাশন এন্ড কিছুটা দায়িত্ব।
ক্রিকেট ছেলেদের খেলা না মেয়েদের খেলা? ক্রিকেট ইউনিসেক্স খেলা, সবাই খেলে।
ক্রিকেটে আমি মনে করি না কোনো জেন্ডার বেজ আছে।
ইন্সপিরেশনাল শো লিভ উইথ আ পারপাস দেখবেন মঙ্গলবার সন্ধ্যা 7:30 নিবেদনে ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ স্কলার্স।
More runs to get off 67 balls. Saifuddin has just struck. Munawira, the man, LBW, good crowd, I'll tell you. I'm very impressed with the crowds at the Mirpur Stadium or anywhere in Bangladesh for that matter. Take a look at this. Dilshan Munawira didn't look himself. Looked a bit out of sorts. Where was he aiming to play that shot? It was straight
towards the mid-wicket. But there was a hint of movement also. That's the reason why he was beaten and trapped him right in front. Really good, very good from Mohammad Saifuddin.
One more ball in the over left. The way forward for Dhaka dominators is to try and get a partnership here. If they start losing wickets close to each other, they could panic. But thankfully they don't have much to chase. This is well bowled. The captain Nasir Hussain, feet going nowhere. Very good over. 51 for 2.
না তো তাহলে এত গ্লো কিভাবে? গ্লো লাভলি থেকে। শুধু গ্লো লাভলি? এটা কমায় ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস আর রোদের মলিনতা। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে। গ্লো লাভলি
2 and they've faced up 9 overs. Two very similar games when you look at the game 1 and game 3. Team batting first struggling. Chattogram challengers been dismissed rather cheaply, and here Khulna 113 for 8. Abrias again swinging down the leg side. He's starting a little bit too straight. In fact, starting on the leg stump. Should be looking to start outside the off stump. That's wide.
Well, I feel that he needs to come around the wicket. He needs to change the angle because there's a substantial amount of swing and seam movement. Have a look at that. And it doesn't give any opportunity whatsoever for the keeper to latch on to it. He's not happy. He's disappointed. So it's important for him to understand the fact that
they approached batting second. They won with plenty to spare and won easily. But the Dhaka approach has been different. They looked a little bit tentative. They wanted to be first a bit safe rather than looking to be aggressive. Struggled a bit, one has to admit. Silat was very different yesterday, the way they played their game. But today, Khulna Tigers too have just let Dhaka or just outside you off if he could. The length was right.
Straight away, Yasir Ali has just gone up to him and having a bit of a chat. They need 57 runs from 62. They have 8 wickets in hand. We're not sure whether Ahmed Shahzad will bat or not. So let's say it's 7 wickets in hand. He's still in a very comfortable position. But if they lose wicket, then there might be a bit of a hiccup. Now the fielder from Point goes back.
Again, you could see that the ball staying down a little bit. But ideal if the Khulna Tigers really are looking to create some pressure, because they got 2 relatively new batters. The captain's just in 5 balls without a run. Mithun has faced 7 balls for 3, so 2 new batters.
And I think it's also important for Wahab Riaz to realize that he's getting the ball shape into the right hand. Since he's got a slip in play, it's not a bad idea to just let one go, which leaves the batter. He's got the skills, he's got the experience. Can he deliver?
It's a good over. 57 for 2 at the halfway stage.
আজকাল খুব হাত খুলে খরচ হচ্ছে মনে হয়। হাত না, আমার চোখ খুলে গেছে। অ্যালোভেরা যুক্ত সার্ফ এক্সেল সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় প্রতি ধোয়ায় লাগে মাত্র অর্ধেক, তাই এর 500 গ্রাম চলবে 1 মাসেরও বেশি।
Scoring match here, 113 for 8 Khulna Tigers. It's all they could muster in their 20 overs. The chase maybe not as convincing from the Dhaka Dominators as you'd expect, as we saw in the previous match, in the first match of the first day. But there's still some work to be done. Nasir in the middle, Mithun there. Just the partnership, a fledgling partnership of 6 now. Nasir Mohammed into his last over. And he rides that well, finds the fielder. Just the single. Getting much gloomier out there, Mazza.
It is, but at the moment, Dhaka Dominators need to play sensibly. Previous ball, just rocked back, Mohammad Mithun. They're not chasing a big target, Shaimbai, so they need to play sensibly. No need to hurry at all.
Absolutely, particularly with the sighting of the ball. It might be a little difficult. It's okay for when the spinners are on. Not quite getting hold of it. Intention was mid-wicket, ended up back of the square on the onside. Streaky looking single to open his account for the skipper.
There was a sign of aggression there by Mohammad Mithun. He wanted to hit that ball hard. It was a good run taken in the end. But yeah, from bowling's point of view, they need to pick up wickets. They just can't hope to take that game deep. Otherwise, it's Dhaka Dominators' game.
Now, that's very fortunate. Always a premeditated shot. Seen a lot of that in this format, but fortunately for him, just deflecting away the safe areas.
54 of 56 balls, 21 balls since the last boundary, and they were eyeing for that one.
Nasir, that's good. What they've done is rotation of the strike, just the 4 runs already, a single virtually off all balls except the second. So when the boundaries run out, that is the best option. So ensure that you keep on exchanging sides with your partner, get to rotate the strike, release the pressure and don't allow it to build on you. And he backs away. Whacks it, but once again a single. 5 from that over, 62 for 2.
সিম চালু করলে 10 জিবি ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, 30 দিন মেয়াদে মাত্র 200 টাকায়। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Surprisingly, Wahab Riaz has been a tad expensive. He's got a wicket though, but all the others searching except for Saifuddin. 2 wickets fallen, 1 retired hurt. Well, there's always tremendous enthusiasm for the BPL here in Dhaka. It's tucked away for another single. And fans have turned out in big numbers, surprisingly, despite the weather. And here we have a contender for the most enthusiastic BPL fan. And just a reminder that the most enthusiastic BPL fan gets a signed bat from the player of the match. So that's something to look forward to. On the big screen. Well done, young man. Everyone around him to jump around. Not too much in terms of fireworks in the middle, so making their own entertainment. Well-controlled delivery from Migran. He's been very, very good with his lines and lengths. Just given away just the 8 runs in his third over.
The fact that I wanted to mention, Shaim Bhai, Premier Bank Khulna bowlers given away 12 extras so far. They're defending a small target of 114. So you just cannot give away those extra runs.
Yes, I think it was Wahab Riaz who was a little guilty in a ball down the leg side. There was a no ball immediately in that particular ball that went down the leg side. But that compounded the problem. Not often you see Vicky, as it says on his back, Wahab Riaz being a little tardy with his lines. He's got a few words of advice for the younger, less experienced Paul van Meekeren. Worries for the skipper. Suvalstrand doesn't get the ball to go where he wanted it. Eventually manages to get a couple of runs.
That was a well-directed bouncer there by Meekeren. Lucky for Nasir that it didn't go up in the air to the fielder. Yeah, it was travelling. Beg your pardon, it's Mohammad Mithun there. Yeah, going back to that extra, 12 extras means 2 overs they need to bowl again. So when you're defending a low total, it's important that you make sure don't give away too many.
Let's have a look at the concussion check here. Maybe the ball hitting the helmet of the batter. We'll have a look at this. Short, and as he tried to circle around, bit of bat or glove, then onto the helmet. So that will bring in the physio. Cannot afford to take a chance. So just to go through and have a look whether he's all right, he's focused or not. Mohammad Mithun seems to be all right. Normal questions asked. See if he's focused and is ready to go. No problems.
Obviously they need to follow the concussion protocol here, and he seems ready to bat again. It's quite chilly out there. Good to see kids coming into the stadium. You mentioned about the enthusiastic fans. Probably this kid is one of the contenders.
Well, it's difficult for everybody. I think can give credit to everyone around, the crew, the supporters in the stands, braving this foggy conditions here. Dhaka, you can see everyone's covered up, lots of layers. Tough job, but you've got to carry on. Went for that expansive drive. The ball just coming in, little bit of inward movement, just a little bit of jacking back, and enough to find the gap between bat and pad and hitting timber.
Mikuran strikes for Premier Bank Khulna Tigers. It was on the slot there, but Mohammad Mithun just missed the line completely there. Yes, it came back in sharply, but he just completely missed that one. Mikuran will take that. Dhaka Dominators lose another wicket. Mohammad Mithun departs for 8. They are 66 for 3.
No stress, no tension. এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে।
Dhaka have lost a wicket. Brings in Usman Ghani, 26 years old, 1892 runs in his kitty in his T20 career. Strike rate, that's a little surprising. He's in the middle because of this. Found the gap between bat and pad. Went for the drive, missed the line, and the off stump uprooted. The bails go flying. The lights light up. What a pretty sight for the bowler, not for the batter. He deserved a wicket. He's bowled so very well. Disciplined bowling right from the word go. Some cheer for the supporters of the Tigers. I think there's a mix there. You know, they're on the screen, always eager to jump around. Now, what is the question being asked here? Wonder what's going on in the middle. Cool it, I think. What has he got? Something the captain has in his hand. Maybe that's something that caught the eye of the umpires. He's going back into position now. All seems to be in order. We'll carry on. Swings round, helping the ball on its way.
Nasir Hussain would feel that he missed that one. It was a long hop there by Nahidul. Managed to play that straight to the fielder there, deep square leg. Yeah, they can afford to take their time. Still a runner ball chase here. Tamim Iqbal having a chat with the players of Fortune Borishal.
ना थोड़ा हल्का सा आगे से.
The amble was on. It was an easy single to be taken. Nasir has gone on to 5 of 12 deliveries. Yasir Ali reasonably happy. Maybe not as proactive as should have been. Again, use of the feet. Straight to the bowler. It's going back to his tactics. And it's pretty evident that the Pacers were going to get more support from the conditions. 3 Pacers in hand. As Nasum and Nahidul also. A delicate balancing act here. Got the 3 wickets, got the injury to Ahmad Shehzad, who hopefully will not be retired by Dhaka. But it's been a good tight spell by the bowlers.
Definitely, and for Yasir Ali, it's going to be a test of character for him as well, leading the side for the first time in a big tournament.
Well bowled again.
Dot ball to end the over. Dhaka 69 for 3 after 13.
ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি যুক্ত নতুন রিল, যা আপনার আর আপনার কাপড়ে আনে নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা।
That's what's transpired in this match number 3. 113. Khulna Tigers will be disappointed with that effort. Only Yasir Ali and Saifuddin getting some runs. Azam too. Not enough though. Despite the fact that chasing a smallish target, Dhaka Dominators have not really asserted themselves. That's a loose delivery. I could have done better with that. I think on a couple of occasions at least, Nasir has missed those opportunities of swiveling around and finding the gap in the deep.
Head coach of Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, Khalid Mahmood Sujan, former Bangladesh captain as well. Time since last boundary, Shaim by 36 deliveries. That also adds up the pressure. Yes, they are chasing a small target, but at the same time, if you don't score boundaries here and there, then it creates a pressure on the batsman, and when a newcomer comes in, it keeps on rotating in his mind that I need to score a boundary here. Good ball there by Saifuddin.
It's just going back to that point of missing a couple of opportunities. There have been some accurate bowling, tight bowling, no question about that. They've exploited the conditions, the bowler. But when the opportunities have arisen, they've not been taken advantage of. 43 runs from 40 balls seems easy enough. It will be easy, but then again, it's the manner in which you progress into that win, if you can get it. And there's a movement of the foot once again, finding the fielder. Whenever there's a loose ball, particularly down the leg side, that's when they haven't been able to take full toll.
And you can see some sort of urgency there by Nasir Hussain. Fans there enjoying every bit of it. Yeah, going back to that mounting of pressure there, Nasir Hussain is looking to hit those boundaries now. And the Khulna bowlers did well so far.
Keeps on pegging away at that angle. Saifuddin in his third over has kept a steady, tight line. He's hardly allowed, except for a couple of deliveries, hardly allowed the batters to make room for themselves and play the shots. And try and, a bit of a risk when you're trying to go inside the line of the ball if the ball is on the leg stump and you're going outside the off stump to whip it away. And it's not giving enough opportunity for the batsman to come inside the line, play inside out on the offside. They're building up the pressure. Just holds his bat out. No real power behind that.
5 singles of the over so far. So they will take it. 5 singles. Fair enough. No pressure whatsoever. Keeping it simple. Play till the last over and the game is in your pocket for Dhaka. But from Khulna's point of view, they need to pick up one more wicket here.
Again, drifting down the leg side, whips that away. Fielder gets to it. Good commitment shown. So at one point it seemed he's just running away from the fielder. Manages to stop it. 2 runs from that, 76 for 3.
Let's one expert. Pump it up. Let's one expert. Play your job. Let's one expert. Yes, you're right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one expert. We are gonna win tonight.
Reasonably comfortably ahead after 14 overs. Just one lesser wicket. Fallen, the pressure not there. Good last over. Lots of singles.
Again Nasir is there. Once again Nasir Hussain trying to take
a deep mid-wicket, but more.
That was. This will.
Is going to be tested. No, by the bowler, I thought, and just short.
That's very good cricket as well from Nasir's point of view.
Ball trickles away to.
Lucky boundaries of the over so far. So try to play that on the bowling a bit quicker.
Your 9 runs. 15th over.
চেহারায় ধুলোবালিও আটকে গেল আর গ্লো কিভাবে গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি ফেস ওয়াশ দিয়ে এর করে দেয় ডিপ ক্লিন গ্লো গ্লো এন্ড
Well, sometimes these low-scoring games prove very, very exciting deliveries. He's gone for 20 in his 2 overs, but he's many times.
Exactly what Yasir Ali will be hoping for. Having a look at the conditions. Pitch delivery that he's got some protection in the deep on the onside. There's a deep square leg and there's a deep fine leg also. Does not come onto the danger zone. I think
You're right, first. Usman Ghani 3 when representing his red. The ball required.
momentum of pushing back the Dhaka dominance.
Well, so has
টেলিভিশন সম্পূর্ণ বিপিএল দেখা
বাংলাদেশ প্রিমিয়ার লিগ বিপিএল এর নবম আসর শুরু হয়েছে শুক্রবার। গতবারের মতো এবারও বাংলাদেশ প্রিমিয়ার লিগ বিপিএল এর নবম আসর শুরু হয়েছে শুক্রবার। গতবারের মতো এবারও টুর্নামেন্টের শুরুতে ডিসিশন রিভিউ সিস্টেম বা ডিআরএস এলিমিনেটর পর্ব পর্যন্ত অ্যাডিশনাল ডিসিশন রিভিউ সিস্টেম এডিআরএস আছে যা নিয়ে শুরু হয়েছে তুমুল হাস্যরসাত্মক। বিসিবির আবিষ্কৃত এডিআরএস এর রিভিউ কার্যকলাপ দেখে অবশ্য না হেসে উপায়ও নেই। বিশেষ করে ব্যাট বলের স্পর্শ পরীক্ষার জন্য যে ধরনের সিগন্যাল দেখাচ্ছে তাতে পাড়ার ক্রিকেটের ফিরি পাওয়া যাচ্ছে। ডিআরএস নেই মানলাম, তাহলে রিভিউ না রাখতো, রিভিউ দেখে এসব রং তামাশার মানে কি? আর ব্রডকাস্টিং থেকে শুরু করে
ব্যথার ওষুধটা সিলেক্ট করি।
দেহ ঘড়ি দেখবে ফরচুন বরিশাল বনাম সিলেট স্ট্রাইকার্স।
So just 4 overs remaining of this opening fixture of day number 2. Powered by Minister in association with Nagad Van Meekeren. This man's gone for just 10.
And I did not having a close-in fielder in the catching position early on to pick up wickets.
Dropped him. Shajil in the deep. Spills a big chance.
Control. He probably
really hard back at the bowler.
But the one before that was definitely on the back heel, isn't it? Tall fella.
Take cotton bowls, but for seamers to big backlift, he was looking for a bound. He just pushed it away for a single. Mangani, 13 of 13, doing
the discipline that they need to take care of. He's a pretty quick mover.
One they play at spot in the gripping of.
And if you're
Tanak here, he's done nicely, Ghani. 14 low-scoring games. How are Park 27 for 3. The equation is a simple one. It's been a well-timed chase, I suppose. We would think that they would knock this off in about 15 overs, but they haven't. They've just worked their way quietly towards the total and require now just 17 from the last 3 overs. Sweeper out there. Taking on his arm. Oh, direct hit. Direct hit. We'll go upstairs and have a look at this. They always tight, aren't they?
Yeah, Shabir Rahman from the deep, bang on target, but it's just by looking at the reaction from the batter, he seems that he's comfortably in. Have a look at this. He's fine, but what a throw
from the deep. The standard of fielding around the world now is just unbelievable. So not out. There's just no place to carry fielders anymore. It's there. Out of the 3 disciplines, you have to be able to field as a cricketer, particularly in this game. If you can bat and can't field, or you can bowl and can't field, you can often be left out of a side. It's good running though, still urgent. Under a runner ball. Still, the skipper keeps 4 inside the 30-yard circle. He doesn't bring anyone else up. When is that moment going to come? When does he take a risk? When does he bring a 5th fielder in, or 6th fielder, and say, well, you've got to hit it over our heads, but you're not just going to be given easy singles?
Well, so far I haven't necessarily being in an attacking mindset. You've got to take a few gambles knowing that the game is going away from you. I'll bring a fielder straight away in. Or maybe he's going to do that right now. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, it thinks that maybe the fielder at deep mid-wicket will need to come inside the circle, and then he sends one back. Short fine is now gone back to the conventional fine leg position.
Ghani swings away towards the short boundary, but it's long enough. It's long enough as Van Meekeren holds on to a steepler.
That is a brilliant take. Never easy under the lights. Looking at the conditions, very, very heavy. Yeah, not easy to pick that up. Well, he thinks he's taken it cleanly, but they'll still have another look. We'll have to wait for the soft signal from the umpires. Well, it's out, but they'll still have another look.
gets himself into a good position, but then he realizes I need to go forward, and it's in the tip of his fingers. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. That's out. That is out. The legal delivery, the swing away towards the leg side from Usman Ghani, and Paul van Meekeren backs up his tidy bowling with a very good catch at deep square leg. He first made himself aware of where the boundary was, and then realized I need to come forward just a little bit, and he stuck out those long arms and held on to a big catch, and gives them just a little bit of hope, just a touch of hope right at the back end of this innings. He gave it out, and so has he. So they 4 down. Ghani goes for 14. Arif Haq is a new man and immediately gets off the mark. They've stumbled, the Dominators, haven't they? You thought they would have, as you mentioned earlier, dominated this score, but they've just worked their way quietly towards this total. 13 required from 14. I tell you what, you don't want to leave yourself 6 off the last and then suddenly 2 or 3 good Yorkers are bowled, and it'll probably get thrown to Wahab Riaz the last over, or maybe the next one. There's a dot. There, don't throw it. Don't throw it. You don't want to give away an overthrow.
Well, I certainly said in my earlier stint that Dhaka Dominators dominated with the ball, but not with the bat. They've made life difficult for themselves, yes, but not going on to rotate the strike. And then at this stage of the game, they still require 6 runs in an over.
He goes big. I'm not sure he's got enough. It hasn't got enough to go for 6, but it just creeps the boundary for 4. So a boundary to end the 18th, 105 for 4.
গোলাপি নির্যাস আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স দেয় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা। লাক্স।
So just 9 required now for the Dhaka Dominators. A boundary to finish the previous over. That would have given the dugout a sigh of relief after the dismissal of Usman Ghani, caught at deep square leg by Paul van Meekeren. It's a good catch, this.
Very good catch. Excellent catch. Never easy in this line. And had to go forward, lunge forward to ensure that he had both the hands underneath the ball and hung on to it. Mohammad Saifuddin, the bowler. But what an important boundary that was from Nasir Hussain. Last ball of the previous over. Pressure reliever shot.
Oh, they don't want that. They don't want that. A quick run single. Those men inside the 30-yard circle need to be tight now. They need to put pressure on. Because the Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, as they've turned to their main bowler in Wahab Riaz. There he is, our most enthusiastic BPL fan of this match, the gentleman in white. So he'll have a signed bat coming his way. Seven needed. 5 men inside the 30-yard circle now. They need to get tight. They need to get tight. Force the Tigers batters to go up and over. Not defending the total. They need a couple of wickets, just a couple of wickets to send some shivers down the spines of those in the dugout. Again, they just tap and run. They just tap and run.
Well, Khulna have got themselves to blame because there was not enough runs on the board, to be really honest. 113 was what they managed to score the first outing. And if you don't have runs on the board and if you don't come back and pick up early wickets, then the game is gone. But they fought well. You got to give credit to the bowlers by taking the game to the 19th over, maybe the 20th over also.
That'll be four. That's the shot of the day for me. It really is. He's had a good game, Nasir. Did well with the ball, and now he's taking his team to victory with a bat.
Yeah, he hit a very good shot in the previous over I was talking about a little while earlier, but this was even better. Wahab Riaz, the bowler, he goes shimmy down the wicket. He knows that mid-on and mid-off and off are inside the circle. So he's gone down the ground. It was in the air, and he knew he was in business.
Oh, down, dropped. Would you believe it? Oh, this game. It's the skipper.
And he's dropped the skipper. What a match this is turning out to be. Dhaka Dominators need only 2. They're 4 down. They could have been easily 5 down, but he's played a crucial role as a captain with the bat and earlier with the ball.
Drop short of fine leg, so scores are now tied. And the over is ended. 19 gone, 113 for 4. Final over of this contest, just a single needed for the Dominators to win their opening encounter. Goes straight down the ground and finishes what has been a very profitable match for Nasir. The Dhaka Dominators have won by 6 wickets.
It's a close finish. It's in the 20th over, 19.1 deliveries, 19 overs and another delivery to go and chase the target of 113. It was not an easy chase, but it's all smiles for Dhaka Dominators. Thanks to the man on the screen, Nasir Hussain, played a brilliant knock, staying unbeaten till the very end and taking his team home. Wonderful time with the ball, all picking up 2 wickets. He handled this really well while he was in the field earlier on when Khulna Tigers was wonderful, wonderful knocker and ensuring that they go and win wickets.
Yeah, the Tigers enough, did they? They ended their way to 113, and in 20 overs, that's not nearly. Needing 1 for victory, decides to end it with a boundary. Yeah, always good to Nasir is the match-winning batter, that's for sure. We hope, but it seemed to be a surface where batters really struggled to get in.
The name Nahidul none for 20.
Just nudged away down the legs from T. Riaz.
But that opening partnership of 47 really took them. This was a little bit too late. Stepped on the bowlers, took 2 chances. There was an opportunity.
He had gone to run a ball, but and then just to finish it off for 8 in their 20 overs, and in reply line in the last over and win by 6 wickets.
যেতে পারবে। জি ম্যাডাম। সুস্থ থাকতে হলে টয়লেটও পরিষ্কার আর জীবাণুমুক্ত রাখতে হবে। আমি তো